So I am back home now. I've had quite the Friday evening. This is going to be like my solo weekend vlog. Basically, husband and son are away. They went to where Luis is from. So they're there. So it's just me. And this is like my first time since I've had the baby that I'm like here by myself. Luis has some property there. So he like goes there and he like does stuff on the property, take stuff there. So that's what they're doing. So Javi's gonna be spending time with his grandma while Luis is like working on the property. So this is my first time like at home by myself. The dog is here with me, Bruce. I'm basically doing all the things that I could do with baby or when like baby and hubby are here, but I wouldn't necessarily because it's a lot of like running errands, going here, going there, going everywhere. Today was like very much like a self-care day. I got a facial and a back facial, and then I went and got like a foot massage. Ever since Austin was just last weekend, but like I came back home and like my calves were so sore on my feet, and I think it may have been from walking. Did that, and then I went to Target, got some things. Then I went to Bath and Body Works. I don't do Bath and Body Works anymore because since I'm like switching to non-toxic, so I'm not like buying anything, but I'm making my own foam soap. So I like need to get like a foam dispenser for the kitchen. I went to Whataburger because I was like, what am I gonna eat today? And I was like, my mom had been talking about Whataburger and like their onion rings. And I was like, I haven't had onion rings, and I was like from there in a long time. And I was like, you know what, let me just get some Whataburger. And now I'm home, so I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna let Bruce back in. I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I'm going to just chill and like watch stuff. Like I'm behind on some of my shows, but first let me show you my outfit and what I wore today because I didn't do it earlier. So excuse the wrinkled top. I definitely ironed this morning and I starched this shirt, but I've been here, there, and everywhere and lying around in this shirt, so now it's all wrinkly. But okay, so this top is from Banana Republic. These shorts are what I got from Madewell when I was in Austin, and then I'm wearing my Birkenstocks, and then I wore my Pauline bag. I can like do a separate video about it, but I just am so obsessed with this bag. Like, it's such a good bag. Good morning. It is Saturday. It is 8:45. I'm already running a little behind. Like, my goal was to be at Bering's for open. They open at 9, so I was gonna leave here by 8:30, go to Bering's. I got up like at 6:45 and just kind of laid around in bed, and then actually like physically get up to start getting ready to like 7:30. Okay, so basically the plan for today is I am going to basically run all of my River Oats errands. So yes, take it back. I love to get coffee from Bering's. Bering's is like a hardware store in Houston, but it's like a mom and pop, but it's more than just like a hardware store. It's like a home goods / hardware store. And my colleague actually brought it up to me because she had brought some coffee from there for us to try. It was like brewed coffee, so she brought some and it was good, and she was like, yeah, this is like some expensive coffee, I get it from Barry's, blah blah blah. And so she was talking about it. I was like, okay. So I was like, bet, I want to try it. So I go and like they have so many options for coffee, like any type of bean like you can think of. Like I tried first like the Costa Rica and Snickerdoodle. That was really good. The last time I got Colombian and I think like Mexican vanilla. I think I'm gonna get the Costa Rica thing again. That was probably my favorite, and then I'll get like some other type of flavored one. I'll decide. But I had brought it up to my mom, and she was like, yeah, like Bering's, like duh, like she's been many times, like that's just like a place people know about, but I didn't know about it. And she was like, you don't remember like we went? I was like, no. So we must have gone when I was like super young, because I don't remember going. But and she was like, yeah, and I actually went recently to try to look for something. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so we're gonna go there. Like I love it. And then it's like you can like order your coffee beans, they'll like grind it for you, or you can get the full coffee beans. There's 2 locations. I'm going to the Westheimer one. Then after, I'm planning to go to Minuti, which is like my favorite coffee spot. This was another place like a colleague like recommended, like the dirty chai, and like honestly it's like my favorite coffee place. Is like the best coffee. The only thing I've ever gotten there is the dirty chai, but it is so freaking delicious. So I'm gonna go there, and then I'm going to the cleaners. So I have a cleaners that I love in River Oaks. I found this place back, I think 2020, like around my engagement time, because I had like a dress I wanted to wear for the engagement photos, and I remembered I wore it to an event and there was like Coke on it. I never went and like got it cleaned, and I was like, crap, I want to wear this for my engagement photos. And I was like, where can I take this place where they can get like a stain out? They had really like good reviews about like being able to remove stains. So I took my dress there, and let me tell you, they got that freaking stain out, and the stain had been in there like 2 to 3 years. Like it'd been in there for a while. And they got it out, and I was like, you know what, bet. Like, and it's pricey. It's in River Oaks. It's like a pricey cleaners, but it is so worth it. So anything that I care about, like my fancy things, like my event clothing, anything like that. Oh, and my bedding. So I take my quilts there. I'm gonna take those there. So I'm dropping those off today, and then I'm going to UAL. So I think I mentioned in another video, like I bought some, or maybe another clip, I don't know, that I bought some stuff from UAL in Austin, and it turned out that they also have now a location in Houston. So I'm going to go there, because that's around there. And then oh gosh, I forgot, I'm going to get my ring cleaned. That's over there, like River Oaks area as well. So lastly, I'm going to Highland Village, which is basically like, it's on Westheimer. So you have the Galleria, and then like across the freeway, on the other side, you have Highland Village, which is just like a bunch of just like shops and stuff. So I need to go over there because I want to go to Madewell. I want to go to Kendra Scott because I have like an earring situation I need them to like rectify for me. And so I'm going to see other customer services with that. I've been getting on my algorithm on TikTok like so many things about like the Galleria and how like it's so unsafe and stuff. And I already knew that because I remember hearing a few years back, don't go there to go to like Louis Vuitton or like Hermes or whatever the heck, because you go in there and people like will follow you. Like they'll go, they're like, oh, like you have something, like you went to this store. So they'll like follow you home and they'll rob you in your driveway. So I already knew that. And I was like, yeah, that's why I guess it's nice to go in person and like look at stuff, but it's so unsafe. The point is, I already like don't like the Galleria. Like I've never been a fan of the Galleria. I just think it's so big, and then like I don't like parking in the garages either. Like it just feels very unsafe. I always would park at Dillard's. Like if I had to go to the Galleria, like I'd park at Dillard's and then I'd walk across, because I do like the Dillard's there. I do like the Dillard's, and it's like at the Galleria, but it's like separate. But like actually being in the Galleria, like it's so big, like you're walking around for like ever. Like the last time I was really going to the Galleria a lot was when I had a client there and like parking in the garage. But it was like the workers' garage, but still like it was fine. And I never like felt unsafe, but it's just one of those things. Like I just have never really been a fan of parking in the garage. And then also I go because my hair colorist like moved to the location there, so I go like once or twice a year, and I park in the garage. I basically I go and get my hair done. I go to the food court because I love like the Asian food. I get food and then I leave. Like I don't even like walk around the mall like at all. I say all that to say like I'm not going to Galleria. So like if there's a certain store, I'm like hopefully it's at Highland Village, so I can just go to Highland Village and not go to Galleria. But like any store, like unless it's like a designer store, like I don't need to go to Galleria. That's the only thing you can't find. And the Woodlands has started to like put a lot of like designer places too. But like I said, like I'm kind of done buying designer. But that's basically like my plan for today. I'm about to eat, and then I'm gonna head out, and I'll like take y'all with me and kind of show y'all like what I'm talking about. It's like gonna be a long day because also my freaking period started last night, and I'm so annoyed. I knew it was coming because I tracked those things, but I thought it was gonna more so come like, I hadn't checked it in a while actually. Maybe that's why. I was thinking it's gonna come like this week, like next week, like during the week, like not on the weekend. So I'm like cramping, so there's that. Like I'm not cramping bad, but like I'm still cramping. Like I'd rather just be in bed, but this is like the only day I have to like be able to do all these things. But I'll go ahead and show you my outfit of the day. I'm on day 2. It started last night on my cycle, so I need to wear black. So I feel comfortable, like, for the just in case. So I'm wearing this dress from Urban Outfitters. I've had it for like a while. Like, I freaking love this dress. Like, it's such an easy, just like throw on dress. And yeah, I feel good in it. It's black. It's cute. So yeah, talk to you later. Oh, I'm back. For my shoes, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna wear my Birkenstocks, but I'll show my bag. I'm gonna take my YSL. I basically did all this like talking about like the area, but I'm planning to just kind of just do it this way. But like, I need a black bag, and I still want to be able to wear like my cute stuff. And if I can't wear it to freaking Highland Village, where can I wear it? Okay, bye. Ooh, wind chimes. I'm wanting some wind chimes.
And I can double check again.
She's Danish. I've got my dirty chai and treated myself to a cheese Danish. Never had it from here before, so hopefully it's good. I've run 2 out of like my mini errands, so now I'm gonna head over to the cleaners. Oh yeah, that's good. And since I'm solo, I'm out and about in sunny, my yellow Camaro. So fun zipping around town. Y'all, I'm at Highland Village. I've been doing so much damage. I just left Janie and Jack and spent like so much freaking money, but they had to sell them, so. getting home. Y'all, I'm back home. It is 4 o'clock and I'm freaking exhausted. I left like at 9:30 and I'm just now getting home. Like I really cleaned up shop, okay? So this is the coffee. I got toasted vanilla. I got half a pound of that, and then the Costa Rican coffee, which I tried like the very first time, and it's so good. So I did ask, and you coffee connoisseurs, let me know if this is like not like true. But my thought was, or I thought I had heard, and I asked like someone else this too, that if you have the coffee beans, they last longer than if you like grind it. And so I was asking her, and then she was like, I'm not 100% sure, but let me ask someone else. And the guy told me that the coffee beans, like they could grind it and it'll last like up to a year. He said put it like in a Ziploc bag in the cabinet where like there's no sun, or he said like put it like in a dark like canister that's like tightly closed is what he said. But he's like, keep it in this bag, and I do that. Then I walked in and I told Luis, I was like, I really want a wind chime because I just love the way it sounds. And then like when the wind's blowing and you're outside, you hear the wind chime. And when I walked into Bering's, like the first thing I saw to the right were like all these wind chimes. And so I ended up buying wind chime, and I'm super excited for Luis to hang it up. But this was the thing. So I've gone, this is like my third time going to Bering's and getting coffee. No, that's not true. This is like my fourth time. I've been asked before if I was a member, and I was like, no. But no one was like, oh, do you want to sign up or anything? So I never really worried about it. But I got signed up today, y'all. And then she told me that you get 15% off your first purchase. And I was like, what? And I was like, I was like, gonna just order like buy my coffee at the counter, and then I was just gonna walk around and like decide in the wind chime. And then she said that, I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, is that everything? She's like, yeah, anything. And I was like, because I want a wind chime. Those Corinthian bells, it said it was, I have to do too much to open it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I looked it up, and it's regular like $100, and then I had the 15% off, and it's so cute. Like I'll unbox it whatever later, but yeah. And it sounded so pretty, and it was like the most aesthetically pleasing one there. Because there was like another one, I forgot what it was called. And they had like another one that was like $40, but it was so like country. It was, one had a pig, the other had a hen, and I was like, I don't want that. I'm basically doing a quick run through of the day. Then I went to Minuti. I got my coffee. I tried like their cheese Danish. Then I went to the cleaners. Before I went there, I went to my jeweler where we got my rings, and we got Louis's like ring there too, but and they were having some event, and so they had like refreshments. They had beer, sangria, fruit, charcuterie, macaroons. Then I went to the cleaners. Then I went to UAL, and oh my gosh, UAL, it's so good. I was telling my mom, like, it's bigger than the one in Austin. They have like 2 stories. They basically had like a lot like the same, but like a lot more as well. They had a good amount of jewelry. I bought quite a few things, and I left there, and then so then there's a lady there, and she was like, you look so familiar. And I'm like, I can't play. And I was like, maybe I just have a familiar face. Because like you see someone and you're like, you look like somebody, or like something like that. Because I've been told that before, that I look like someone. Like people tend to think I look like somebody that they know. Like I've gotten that before. So that was like, maybe it's that. But then, because she kept being like, and then I was like telling her that I was at the one in Austin last weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, I told my mom I was gonna let her know like how this one was, and she was like, yeah, tell me everything. And she was like, what's your mom's name? And I told her, and then she was like, no. She's like, because she was like, yeah, I was like, maybe that was it. And then I was like, do you think maybe it was like social media or something? Because then I started thinking, I was like, what if she see me on social media, but she can't place me because I haven't posted in like forever. So maybe she saw me at some point, and she told me she's like in the arts, and she's like, we'll figure out when they say this. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm sure I'll see her again, because like I'm sure I'll be back, not like soon, but I'll be back. But anyway, so I basically left there. I spent way more than I planned to. And then I go to freaking Highland Village, and my first stop was Janie and Jack, and that really just set the trajectory. They had a sale. They had so much crap. Anyway, and then I went to Crate and Barrel. They didn't have anything for me. I went to Kendra Scott because my mom gifted me like these beautiful earrings and this necklace for Mother's Day. And they're like the huggy earrings, and like I've worn them twice, and then I was gonna wear them yesterday, and I was like, what the heck, like it was like broken to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me see if they can like replace this. But she fixed it. She said something like sometimes the alignment gets off, so I'll know for next time. So she fixed that. They didn't have any sales or anything, so I left. So then I go to Pottery Barn, really nothing happening there for me. Then I went to J. Crew. J. Crew had a sale going on. But J. Crew always has a sale. But today I went to J. Crew, and the store usually didn't have anything for me, but they had, and I'd seen online this like swimsuit, and they had it there, and they had it in my size, but they didn't have my size online. So I was like, oh, perfect. So I didn't even try it on because I was like, whether or not, and it was on sale so cheap. So I got that, and then I went to Anthropologie. Anthropologie online has some good stuff, but like in the store, not so much. They did have a lot of candles, and I was tempted to get a candle, but I was like, no, because I'm after I finish my candles that I have, I'm going to the non-toxic route, I think I mentioned. So I was like, let me not get any candles. But I tried on like a couple of dresses, and they just were not doing it for me. I almost bought this shirt, but I didn't. It said like D Good Mama, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, but like it wasn't cheap enough for me to like justify having like a curse word on my shirt. Because I was like, where am I going to wear this shirt that has like vulgarity? So I was like, you know what, let me not even get it. But then I looked at the jewelry. I cleared up on some jewelry, which up there, and I was done on that side. And then I crossed the street, and I went to Williams-Sonoma. They didn't have anything for me. Then I went to Madewell, and that's where I ended my day. And so I'm so glad I tried the stuff on, because I was going to get these denim Bermuda shorts. So I picked up these denim Bermuda shorts, these white shorts, and a couple of tops. Tried the tops on. I was like, they were okay, but they weren't enough to justify the price. And when I say the price, like $25, I didn't want to pay $25 for a shirt. I was like, for those shirts, okay. And then the Bermuda shorts were like, they didn't fit. I thought they were going to fit more baggy, and they were like fitted through the hips, and I was like, I don't like these. But like the white ones were good. So that's all I got today from Madewell. And I was telling the lady at the counter, I was like, you know, over like in the past week, I've just bought so many pairs of shorts from y'all. And she's like, yeah, she lays a good time. It's so hot. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, most of the shorts I have, I think I mentioned this before, but like most of the shorts I have, I just don't like how they fit me anymore and all this stuff. But she had some beautiful rings, and I was like, I love your rings. And she was like, dang, she said to this lady, and I couldn't remember the name, but I figured if I ever go to the farmer's market, I will find her. But she was like telling me like the farmer's market that she's like from the Congo, and they're like these beautiful like stone like rings. I didn't ask if there's like other jewelry that she has, but she was like, yeah, like beautiful stone rings. And she said that they'll tell her like, oh, this is what your rings mean, like these are the energies that come with these rings. And she didn't know much about like that stuff, and I was like, neither do I was like, I'm all about how they look. So yeah, so if I ever go to the farmer's market, I think she's at the Heights, Sugarland, River Oaks, she says she goes to those farmer's markets. So oh, and then this lady at Anthropologie, I was like, I love your nail color, because it looked very iridescent. And I asked that, and she was like, I was like, oh, is it iridescent? She told me that it's like she got the color, and then she got like a blue chrome on top of it, because when she like went like that, like you could see like the blue. And I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I love looking at people's nails. I'm like, and I appreciate that people go and get their nails done, but I just cannot. Like I tried for so hard, and I tried for so long, and I'm just like have to stick to my regular polish, and I just have to be happy and like okay with that, because I mean, the money, the time, and the like damage on my nails, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. But yeah, that's all I have for right now. I'm gonna eat something, and I'm just gonna chill, enjoy the rest of the few hours that I have by myself. because the boys are coming back tonight. I was told earlier today, so that's the end of my solo time. So it was really nice. I went out all day. I shopped. I did my thing. So yeah, that's it. I don't have any more. I've talked long enough. I will catch y'all later. Bye.